Check, check. You are listening to Everyday Superpower, the place where you learn about body language, non-verbal communication, and everything in between. We keep it plain and simple, so people, click subscribe purely as you're going to learn how to read the minds of the individual and the world around you, including how to put yourself out there into the world in the best case scenario for every situation. So today, we're going to be talking about putting the arm over the shoulder of another individual, whether that's happening to you or whether you're doing it to somebody else, right? So let's cut to the chase. First and foremost, this is symbolic of a display of ownership. This displays ownership. Okay, it might be known as a shoulder embrace. We tend to see these behaviors in relationships, potentially business partners who are, in good stead with each other. We talk about attraction, we talk about repulsion. The individual must be attracted to some regards to be in such close vicinity. I mean, this can be utilized as threatening, considering you are entering the intimate space of somebody else. And we will talk on power displays, which it is. First and foremost, it is a power display, it is a display of ownership, but it might be more positive than it is negative in the grand scheme of things. Okay, so this is a cue that signals dominance, control, and ownership, right? It is a demonstration of intimacy, but let's say, for example, this happens within the workplace. It's probably going to happen more so between the boss and the management to the subordinates, as opposed to the subordinates doing it to the management and the boss, because subconsciously we know we can't touch up our authority figures like that, alright, but they feel it's right to do so to us, okay? And I'm speaking on personal experience. I personally don't like it too much because I know what it signifies. If you are to look, for the most part, it accommodates a downwards facing palm, which is significant of oppression, crushing. Their weight is placed upon us, pushing us downwards as they stay above water. You know where I'm coming from? Whereas in a relationship, it tends to be the man who does it to the woman, which is also significant of dominance, but that tends to be the case as the masculine tends to be the dominant force, whereas the feminine tends to be the submissive. That really is the way it goes for the most part, okay? So the higher ranking individual will use this behavior in regards to the lower ranking individual, or potentially two of the same rank will do it to each other, or one to the other, but it is significant of how comfortable the other one is doing it to the other, alright? It signifies what they think of the other party in doing so, alright? That they at least believe they are the dominant force, so it should be taken seriously, okay? Because metaphorically, they are pushing someone down in doing so, alright? So that's a little bit of food for thought. It tends to be a big stepping stone in the realm of relationships. You see the funny, effects of the man yawning, putting his arms in the air and just sneaking his arm around the woman in a cinema or so forth. That's depicted quite a lot, but that is a significant moment in a relationship purely as the man has now taken ownership, taken the woman in his arms, in his space, grabbed her and pulled her inwards towards him, and now they are in full embrace, in full body connection. Where does the connection and the touch go from there, okay? A father will do so to the son, sunning him, okay? Making him understand his role. It's camaraderie, it's friendship, it's intimate. You shouldn't be doing this with random strangers. It would be inappropriate, wouldn't it? So there has to be some level of intimacy in order for this to, communicate well at the very least. it shows comfort between two, as it is an attraction behavior and not a repulsion behavior, okay? They're not distancing themselves, they're getting close to you, finding a reason to do so, although be, you know, certain it isn't in a intimidating fashion, because then it needs to be, you know, settled there and then if it's that uncomfortable. And so I hope that was informative for you. I understand this was brief, but that's the information you need to know as far as this is concerned. Click subscribe as always, as I do upload regular, and I'm going to sign out, people. Peace.